Hello, friends. Welcome to our 15-minute heart-opening yoga class. We start sitting on the knees, taking one big breath in, reaching the arms above the head, palms kiss, and exhale, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Feeling the energy here, I invite you to close your eyes if you haven't already, and start to go within. Maybe taking the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the lower belly. Noticing as we breathe deeply, connecting with ourselves and opening up. On this next inhale, make it very big. Take in all of the love for yourself and exhale it all out. Releasing the hands, inhale, reach them up, grabbing onto the left wrist and taking a little side stretch. Taking care to move gently through this practice today. And releasing the wrist to grab the right, switching sides. Seeing where we can soften and where we can open up, release fear. Taking the hands above the head, big inhale, and exhale, cactus the arms. Drawing the shoulder blades together. Inhale to reach, exhale to cactus. Move with the breath. Fill the belly and notice the expansion in the chest. One more big inhale here. And then exhale, let the hands fall behind the back, interlacing the fingers, pulling the hands down through the mat to lift the chest and open up just a little bit more. Noticing the spread between the collarbones. The chest feels nice and open, ready, inviting in love and ready to give love. Tucking the toes underneath us, coming up onto the balls of the feet for a seated cat-cow. Inhale, reach the chest forward, arms come behind us, and exhale to round through the back. Making this as free and as expressive as it feels good. Listening to your body here. Not caring what this looks like. Just matching breath to movement, feeling the energy inside of us awaken and open up. Releasing the hands to the mat, taking knees as wide as the mat, big toes together, palms are underneath their shoulders. Take little hip sways, opening up through the groins, reaching side to side. And whenever we feel evened out, we're going to press through the palms to send the hips forward, making a little diamond shaped with the legs. So reach forward, send the pelvis down, keeping the big toes together, and then send the hips back. Just playing around to find what feels the best in your body here. Sending your body love and gratitude for this movement, for this day. And meeting back, taking the knees underneath the hips to meet in downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet, taking a moment to arrive in this posture. Finding length in the spine, and then widen the feet at the back of the mat, taking the right arm to the left ankle. Finding a little twist, trying to gaze under the shoulder. Exhale to release and gently switch sides. Still breathing nice and open. Moving the feet back underneath the hips, we'll release the hand, downward facing dog. And then walk the hands towards the back of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, reach through the crown of the head. And exhale to fold. but bending this right knee, planting the right hand, peeling the left up, revolve. Staying here if this feels good, or bending the elbow and reaching around for the opposite thigh, deepening this twist. On your next exhale, releasing and switching sides. Remembering to listen to your body, coming up onto the fingertips if we need to, or bending the other knee. Beautiful. Exhale to release. Walk the hands up to the front of the mat. We meet in plank pose. Connecting to our core, squeezing the glutes nice and strong. Pivoting the feet to the side of the mat, reaching the left arm up. Side plank pose. Stacking the feet and exhale, reach the arm overhead and send the hips up. 2 more times like this, moving with your breath. Then meeting back in plank pose to slowly switch sides. Exhale, hips up, arm overhead. Working those obliques, the glutes, and releasing back into plank pose, dropping the knees, walking the hands out, melting the heart down into puppy. Taking a few moments here to just rest. Relaxing the shoulders, releasing tension, and just breathing. Deep breaths. On your next exhale, gently press back up to the knees and make your way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Root to rise, reach above the head. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, flat back, dive down. Halfway lift, plant the palms and step or jump back to plank pose, taking a vinyasa, where we meet in downward facing dog, moving at your own pace. Grounding through the left foot, raising the right, taking the knee in through, planting the hands and raising up nice and strong, warrior one. Checking our alignment and reaching the hands behind the back, straightening the front leg, opening the chest. Slight back bend if it feels good here. Exhale, release the hands, pivot to high lunge, and drop the left knee. Inhale, reach up, send the hips down, low lunge. Maybe our hands come to heart center. We're here for a few breaths. You can use this time to check in. And on your next exhale, tuck the back toes, lift up, high lunge, plant the left hand and reach the right arm up high. Send that left heel back, nice and strong. And then lower the knee, reaching for the ankle, pulling it into the hips. Opening through the hips and the chest. Releasing, circling back to the front of the mat, finding plank pose, and taking a vinyasa in your own time. Meeting in downward facing dog to repeat. Raising the left leg high, bringing the knee in through the chest, and finding our warrior one. Big inhale. And exhale, take the hands behind the back, lift the chest high. Big breath. And exhale, release into our high lunge. Coming into a low lunge, untucking the toes, sending the hips down, internally rotating the thighs, keeping our hips square. Finding our breath again whenever the mind wanders. And on your next exhale, we can gently tuck the back toes, lifting up nice and strong, And finding our twist, left hand shoots for the sky. Big breaths, keeping space in our bodies. And dropping the knee down, carefully reaching for the ankle. Finding any tension in our physical body that we can gently release. Let go of the foot, come back to the front of the mat and step up, forward fold. Slowly rolling up to mountain pose. Shifting our weight to the right foot, preparing for balance. Inhale the knee up into the chest, and exhale, slowly find our dancer pose. Reaching for the outside edge of the foot or the ankle, we find our balance, ground through the right foot to send the ankle up. Keeping your focus and using your breath. Releasing into Warrior 3 as strong and controlled as we can, squeezing the glutes, the quadricep, finding our balance. And gently release into standing, maybe shake the legs out a little bit before we come onto the other side. Inhale, right knee up, and exhale, take it behind, finding our dancer. Remembering not to judge wherever we are. Just opening through the heart, finding awareness in our body as we move. Releasing into Warrior 3. Maybe laughing at any wiggles or wobbles that may happen as we get stronger in body and mind. And release to standing, shake out those legs, and make your way gently onto the mat for wide-legged straddle. Taking a moment to find our comfy positioning here. The legs don't need to be super wide. Sending the feet and the knees backwards, external rotation. Feet are flexed. We take a moment to inhale deeply. And then exhale, gently shift the chest forward. A nice long spine opening through the inner groins. Finding peace here, seeing where we can surrender. One more big breath, and then gently lift up, turning to face the right leg and creeping the fingertips down towards the foot. It's okay if we don't reach. Maybe our hands are at the shin or at the thigh. And if we like, we can take our right hand behind the leg to find a gentle twist before coming through center and swinging around to the left leg. Still flexing the feet, taking any minor adjustments that we may need. So we can breathe easy as we start to cool our body down. Taking our twist with the left hand on the opposite side of the leg. And exhale to gently come back through center, bending the knees and finding bound angle pose. Sending the soles of the feet together, using the big toe to help lift the chest up high. As we end our practice here, maybe closing the eyes, coming back within. Taking a mental check-in, how you feel right now. And maybe setting an intention for your day. I thank you for joining me in this practice today. I hope you enjoyed it. We can only exude as much love as we carry and cultivate for ourselves. And I'm glad to see you next time on the mat. Namaste.